Hi class, my name is William Gordon. I'm here to talk about my digital identity. Socially, I don't have much of a digital identity. I have a Facebook account, but I don't use it to be social. I mostly use it to control what is being put out there about myself by other people. And I don't use Twitter, Instagram, or any other social media. I also don't have a smartphone. I'm not one of those people that has to have their cell phone on them all the time. I sometimes forget or lose my cell phone. I see people every day looking down at their cell phone like it's more important than what's going on right in front of them, and I refuse to be like them. I try to use my digital identity as a tool. I use my digital identity to make my life easier. I can manage all my personal accounts from a computer without ever having to worry about business hours. I've also been utilizing LinkedIn for networking, and I hope that it will be useful when it comes time to look for jobs. So my digital identity is different from my real world because I think of it as my business and professional identity. But it's not who I really am. I see every day how people's digital identity hurts them. Once you put something out there digitally, it's out there for good and there's no taking it back. These days everyone is watching in your digital self, your friends, family, coworkers, employers. There are millions of stories of how people ruin their digital reputation and it hurts your real world self too. So I choose not to be one of them. Nothing is online about myself that I wouldn't want my family and employers to see. How I act online is purely professional and I take it seriously. For technology in my house, I use a desktop to do work and I use a tablet mostly to browse the internet for information. I use the internet mostly for gathering information. I don't personally put out information about myself, but I'm interested in what information is out there. I also use the internet to earn an education. Like I said before, I use the internet as a tool. What information I put out there is okay for friends, family, employees to see. I work full time and have a commute. Online classes fits my current schedule and location. I would mostly communicate with people through email. I have a personal email, a school email, and a work email. Depending on who I have to interact with, determines which email I use. I also use the phone and/or text, depending on how important the information is with who I'm communicating with. As for an avatar, I have used in the past pre-selected avatars that represents things that I like. My professional avatar is myself and I use a picture of me because I want someone to have a face to who I am online, like LinkedIn. In LinkedIn I use a picture of myself because I want to represent myself online, and I want that to represent who I am in real life too. At work, when there's an issue that occurs, I'd rather have a conversation in person than a conversation through email. I feel that through text or email you can't put emotion and passion behind what you say. I also don't want to have someone interpret what I say for something I don't really mean, so I do prefer real time in important situations. I try to use networking and social sites as a tool and a way to control how I want to be seen as a person in real life. I want my digital self to represent me and not someone I'm not. I also see a lot of people that use their digital identity in a way that ruins their real self reputation too. And I never want to mess with that, especially when I'm trying to start a career. Thank you. Bye.